Do you have a small pantry? Well, so do I. Stick around, I'm going to show you how I'm reorganizing my kitchen to make my small pantry work for me, and maybe some of these tips and tricks will work for you. Okay, we have one of the smallest pantries around. It's this pantry right here. And if you recall, there's 4 pull-out drawers, one with our seasoning packets like our taco seasoning and taco shells, very important food group in our house. We have our cereals here, cans and jars there, oils and vinegars below. So for the most part, this works for those items, but we of course have had to expand. And we've gone over to this cabinet over here, which is our baking items up top, our pastas and grains, the second shelf, teas and hot chocolates on this shelf, and our coffee K-cups in the Fender amp cookie jar, very important fixture in the household of a musician. And then down below, we have our snack drawers, our nuts, our dried fruit and power bars and chips and crackers. So for the most part, this is our pantry. It works for us. But truth be told, we have a garage that has a whole other cabinet filled with backstock pantry items like salsa, black beans, pasta sauce, diced tomatoes, you name it. And I'm constantly sending my husband out to the garage going, oh honey, can you please get me another bag can of black beans? Or oh, we need some more salsa. Or we need some more diced tomatoes. Well, I have a solution for that. There is one cabinet here that we have not opened, and this is my cookbook cabinet. I love cookbooks. There's 2 shelves of cookbooks, and one shelf is 2 rows deep of cookbooks. I don't need this many cookbooks. In fact, I hardly ever use them. There's a couple that I consult on the regular, but for the most part, I'm cooking from my iPad or iPhone. So I'm thinking that this is what's going to happen. We're going to edit this population out. I am going to definitely keep some cookbooks. Those that I keep, I will put over in the cabinet above the microwave. The rest I will donate, and these shelves will then be free for our backstock pantry items. I am super excited about that. I think my husband is even more excited. And we will be able to get that stuff out of the garage into this cabinet so I will see what I have. This is really important because half the time when I'm making a shopping list, I don't know if I have a jar of salsa outside, and I end up buying 2 or 3 more jars of salsa, which I already had some outside. So now we know that we don't need to do that. We'll have our full pantry right here in the kitchen. I'll know what I have, so I will be more efficient, more economical, and certainly make a much, much easier life for everybody. So stick around as I re-engineer our kitchen pantry. Okay, I have a collection of 33 cookbooks here, which is quite a lot, but it's actually a lot less than it was a few years ago. I think I donated maybe 40 cookbooks to one of my son's school auctions. So this is definitely a reduction, and that was the next favorites that made the cut. But I am going to cut some more because I don't really use these, and there are some that I do, so they'll definitely be kept. So we're going to sort these into 2 piles. We're going to do one as a keeper pile with a heart, and we're going to have one over here with a donate pile, which I know that there is going to be a good home for these recipes in the future. All right, here we go. I'm excited. I've done the edits, and now we're gonna put these in the new home in the kitchen. All right, let's take a look at this cookbook cabinet. All right, on the left side, we have all my beautiful cookbooks, the ones I like to bring out for special occasions, to make that special holiday meal or a healthy soup. And then on the right side are the cookbooks I consult more regularly. And when I say regularly, I mean like once a month. So it's totally fine for this to be in a cabinet high above the microwave where I might need to pull out a step stool to get it. The other good thing about this cabinet is it keeps me honest. I can't acquire many more cookbooks, or if one comes in, another has to go out. So this is the new cookbook cabinet. All right, the cookbooks have been removed. The organizing solutions have been chosen, and here we have, since this is a 24-inch deep cabinet, I have the iDesign 8-inch square and 8-inch by 14-inch bin down here. Because we have this hinge here, that's as wide as I can go. But up here, since there is no hinge, I can have those wonderful 10-inch square bins from the Home Depot, and I have actually 2 of them there. So I'm gonna put some of my long-term, like maybe the tomato sauce and diced tomatoes, things that I use when I'm doing Italian food, keep them up there in the back just so I know that they're there. And then things that we use more often, like those black beans and salsa jars, are gonna go down here. So, very excited about what's to come. Okay, let's take a look and see what this new backstock pantry cabinet looks like. On the lower shelf are the items that we use all the time: black beans, mayonnaise for my husband's chicken salad, salad dressing, garbanzo beans, olive oil, some other salads and sauces that we might use. And then the next shelf up are all those items we get from Costco, because Costco sells in bulk, but I like their diced tomatoes, their tomato sauce and tomato paste, and other items that are there. But take a look, we still have almost 12 inches to go. And this is all this awesome vertical space that I can use. So I'm gonna take this shelf to the hardware store and ask them to cut me another shelf that I'll put right there. And that third shelf up there is going to hold all of my light items, like the cereals, the bags of peanuts, chips, things that we might have that can just be tucked up there, but accessible and ready for use. So I am very excited about having all of these items now in my kitchen where I can see them and my family can enjoy them. Okay, this is the cabinet to the left of the stove, just above our coffee station. So appropriately enough, there is our tea station. We have a tea caddy that I've now decanted all those boxes of teas into this little caddy. I'm very excited about that. And those little silver tins are holding tea that is in tissues or sachets that can't be put into a caddy like that. We move up to the next shelf, which is pastas and grains and legumes. And then the top shelf is all my baking items. There's a bunch of different types of sugars and flours and things I don't need to access as often. So that's why it's up there at the top. But I wanted to point out that by using consistent packaging on those 2 shelves, it makes the cabinet look so good. So if you're going to decant, try to be consistent and choose a type of canister that will keep your cabinet uniform and aesthetically beautiful. Okay, we're moving on to our last cabinet, the snack cabinet. It's this lower cabinet to the left of the oven. I've got 2 wonderful pull-out drawers, which are so helpful in these low, deep cabinets. The top drawer contains our healthier snacks, our dried fruit, nuts, and power bars, and keto bars. But the key thing to point out here is that everything is in consistent packaging. I have decanted things so that it looks good. And you can see what you have. The second drawer is more of our fun snacking. It's the individually wrapped cookies and chips and peanuts and jerky. But you know what I've done here is I put them in these deep drawer bins. They're 16 inches deep. 2 of them here are 6 inches wide and one's 4 inches wide. They do a fantastic job at keeping all these snacks in their lane and keeps your snack cabinet beautifully organized. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed watching me reorganize my small pantry, and I hope it's given you some ideas about what you can do in your own pantries. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and if you would please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and clicking on that bell icon while you're there so you can be notified when I release my next organizing video. In the meantime, this is Cary Prince wishing you, from my home to yours, a happy organized day.